Hello my dear students, welcome back. Kids, yesterday we learned how to divide a number by a two-digit number. Let's now apply this concept on the story sums given in exercise 9 and exercise 10 of this chapter. Let's first do exercise 9, which is on page number 58. We will be doing question 2. It says 648 tourists have to be transported from airport to the railway station in buses. If 24 people can sit in a bus, how many buses will be required? Now kids, here you are given with total number of tourists who are to be transported from airport to railway station in bus. And they say that one bus can accommodate 24 people. And you have to find out how many buses will be required to transport 648 tourists. Kids, in this situation, we will keep making the groups of 24 people to make them sit in buses, right? Like 24 people will sit in first bus, then out of remaining 624, next 24 will sit in second bus, then out of remaining 600 people, next 24 will sit in third bus, and this will keep on going until all the tourists get accommodated, right? So that means we are performing repeated subtraction here, or you can say we are forming groups of equal number. So whenever we do such things, we perform division. So in this case, we will divide 648 with the number of people in one bus, which is 24, to get the number of buses. So let's solve it. So the first statement would be total number of tourists is equal to 648. Number of people in one bus is equal to 24. Number of buses is equal to 648 divided by 24. So now kids, yesterday we have learned how to divide a number with a two-digit number. Here 24 is the divisor, which is a two-digit number, right? So let's perform the division now. Kids, since the divisor is a two-digit number, we will be taking the first two digits of the dividend, which is 64. Now you can observe that 64 is greater than 24, right? So that means we will be estimating our quotient here first orally. 64 can be rounded to the nearest 10 as 60, and 24 can be rounded to the nearest 10 as 20. Now, if you divide 60 by 20, you get the quotient as 3. So, let's multiply 24 with 3. On multiplication of 24 with 3, we get 72, which is greater than 64. So, we will multiply 24 with one number smaller, which is 2. So, if you multiply 24 with 2, you get 48. Here, the actual quotient would be 2. And you will write 48 under 64. On subtraction, we will get the difference as 16. Now take down 8 and the number becomes 168. Now again, 168 is greater than 24. Again, we will be estimating the quotient orally first. So 168 can be rounded to the nearest 10 as 170, and when you divide 170 by 20, you get the quotient as 8. So when you multiply 24 by 8, you get 192, which is greater than 168. So again, moving one number smaller, we will multiply with 7, which will give you exactly 168. So we will write 7 in the quotient and 168 under 168, which will give us remainder as 0. So here you get the final quotient as 27 and remainder as 0. So kids, the quotient gives you the number of buses and the remainder tells you that no person is left behind. So we can write our final answer as 27 buses will be required for 648 people. Let's now move to question number 3 of exercise 10, which is at page number 60. It says 3825 centimeter of ribbon is cut into pieces 45 centimeter long. How many pieces can be cut? How much ribbon will be left over? Kids, here in this question you are given with the total length of the ribbon as 3825 centimeter. And further they say that it is cut into pieces and one piece is 45 centimeters long. And they are asking you to find out the number of pieces that can be cut. Also they are asking if some ribbon was left over or not. So kids, in this case we are cutting a long ribbon in small pieces of equal length. And the length is 45 centimeters for each piece. That means whenever we are cutting a piece out of the long ribbon, we are cutting 45 centimeters every time. That means we are cutting the length of 45 centimeters repeatedly from the total length. So we are distributing 3825 centimeter into the pieces of 45 centimeter each. Right? That means every piece is 45 centimeter long. So when we are distributing something, we divide, or you can say we are performing repeated subtraction here. Whenever we are cutting a length of 45 centimeter out of that long ribbon, we are subtracting 45 centimeter every time. And we know that repeated subtraction is called division. So we will divide here. So how we will find out this? We will find out this by dividing 3825 by 45. So let's do this. So the first statement would be total length of ribbon is equal to 3825 centimeters. Length of one piece of ribbon is equal to 45 centimeters. Number of pieces cut is equal to 3825 divided by 45. So kids, here 3825 is the dividend and 45 is the divisor. But you can observe that the first two digits of the dividend, which is 38, is smaller than 45. So here we will be taking the first three digits, which is 382 now. So by estimating the quotient, we could find out that 45 multiplied by 8 is 360, which is smaller than 382 but near to it. So we will take 8 as the quotient and we will subtract 360 from the number. So we get 22 as the difference. So take down 5 and the number becomes 225 now. So again, by performing the estimation of the quotient, we may find that 45 multiplied by 5 is 225, which is the exact number. So write 5 in the quotient and subtract 225 from 225, which gives us 0 as the remainder. So here the quotient is 85 and remainder is 0. Kids, here our quotient is giving us the number of pieces pieces which are cut, and the remainder is telling us that nothing is left over. So we will write our final answer as 85 pieces of ribbon are cut and no ribbon is left over after cutting. Let's now take a look on another question from exercise 10, which is question 6. It says, if 8 kg of sugar costs rupees 336, what is the cost of 1 kg sugar? Now here you are given with the cost of 8 kg sugar and you have to find out cost of 1 kg sugar. So kids, whenever you have to find something for 1 unit, here 1 unit is 1 kg. So we divide. So we will write cost of 8 kg sugar is equal to rupees 336. The next statement would be cost of 1 kg sugar is equal to rupees 336 divided by 8. So here 336 is the dividend and 8 is the divisor. So let's divide 336 with 8 and that's very simple for you, right? So let's perform the division. On dividing 336 with 8, we get 42 as our final quotient and remainder as 0. So quotient gives us the cost of 1 kg sugar and it tells us that nothing is left behind. So we may say that 1 kg sugar costs rupees 42. I hope you have got the concept.